Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Last Line of Defense. In the last episode we made substantial progress within several fields of research and development, both of our armaments and the field capabilities of our operatives. We sent the team alongside a Shiv to counter an alien terror attack in Canada, and despite taking hits and the appearance of heavy floaters, we successfully warded them off. We also found out that Vargas was gifted with psionic ability, and we upgraded our hangars with newly made firestorms. Now the team is off to France to counter an Exalt operation there. Captain, I wanted to thank you in person for allowing me to regain my position as the team's primary MEC pilot. Rosie was someone I strongly admired, and I know it will be hard to fill her shoes, but I will do my utmost not only to surpass your expectations of me, but to surpass Rosie's own ability too. So we are now in France. We're going to move up the team. So for those of you who've forgotten how these missions work, there is a transmitter which is where the green arrow is right now. That needs to be destroyed by the Exalt forces and we have to protect it. There is an encoder which right now says secure on it. That is in the top left. There's an arrow pointing towards it. Is an area where the Exalt operatives need to go to find out where the transmitter is. So we need to rush there, which is what we're doing as the ship drives over a window, which is pretty interesting. Not realised it could do that. Fair enough. It also has it's been equipped with a laser cannon on it, which is fantastic. Also, we have Vargas, our new Psi operative, which is a huge bonus, to be honest. We also have Williams, our new mech trooper. She has a huge amount of health, 25. Because of the Mech 3 Paladin just being a beast, and also the fact that I believe she was a heavy before she was made into a mech, so she's got some bonus health along with that. Kebe's going to move up. She's going to just follow up. Everyone's going to dash towards this area because the Exalt operatives aren't going to be that close, to be honest. And then Davis is going to move up as well towards the double doors there, before it's the end of her turn. We really need to upgrade her pistol. Her pistol is really lacking in terms of combat. After the Exalt turn, I had to move up a bit because for some reason there was a big pause in the gameplay. They usually, for some reason, it always, when Suleiman is his turn, there's a huge pause. It was a good 3 minutes where I did nothing. That's probably because either someone was talking to me or whatever when I was recording. Anyway, Vargas is going to move up. Not going to spot anyone. I don't want to move Williams up too much because we remember what happened when we did that last time with our mech. That caused some big problems.
If our operative can get in close to one and use the encryption keys recovered with the enemy data, they should be able to temporarily disable Exalt's comm systems.
I'm not 100% sure why Central decided to tell us this right now when, you know, you should have told us this at the beginning of the mission. But hey, I'm not really going to complain. Whatever, remind you what the why we're doing all these relay things. What? Wait a minute. That's not even a relay thing. So he's just giving us... Okay, whatever. He's giving us information about a mission we're not doing. Great. Fantastic, Central. Really good information there. It's completely pointless. But as we can see, there are no Exalt operatives towards that area, so we should be fine. But there are some here. They seem to still have laser weaponry, so they're still pretty unupgraded. Endo's going to get a nice little shot with her pistol there. Nice. 3 critical damage there. Really need to upgrade that pistol. It's really lacking. And we got more operatives going over here. They are inside the encoder place as the Shiv fires with its laser cannon, doing 7 damage, which isn't all that bad, to be honest. I think that's on the low end actually, but it's not too bad. Almost one shot in that guy. And then Williams is going to have to fire something. It's got a grenade to launch. She can launch it towards that. It will destroy the thing, so she can't actually launch it towards that. She could probably have moved it further back. Don't know what I'm doing. I decided to just Overwatch. That's not too good. So the encoder is going to lose a whole turn. So there we go. That's going to go down one as they almost locate the transmitter. Got another 2 turns in there if I don't do anything about them. For some reason I can still move. That's probably because I've still got operatives to do that. Just the camera did not switch towards Kebe. We aren't... There's quite a few people we're missing actually. We're missing Xiao, we're missing Yang, and we're not missing Yang, we're missing Basso, and we're missing someone else. Because they are going side training, if you remember from last episode, which means that we're having to use kind of a split between an A and a B team, as well as losing Guzman, meaning that we have to bring our hold. Oh wow, what a shot, Davis. Anyway, doing a critical hit with fire, that's not bad. But what was I saying? Yeah, Williams, who, if you remember, actually was our mech trooper from the previous... Like, she was the first mech trooper we had. We then swapped her out with Guzman for some reason. But because I think Williams was injured and we just decided to just keep Guzman from now on. So we'll see if Williams is still up to the job. She's going to get shot and hollow targeted by that heavy. So it's already not looking too good. And then shot at by that guy for 5, so she's already taken 10 damage. And the sniper tries to go for it as well, doing another 6. So yeah, it's not going too well, not going to lie. And then another one goes forward to hit, I think that's the Shiv this time. Missing the Shiv, even though the Shiv is arguably a less mobile target. And then this one is also going to go for Williams, but misses. So, obviously I haven't quite learned my lesson as more Exalt operatives come in. They are swarming us. There is a lot of Exalts here, which is not good at all. However, we haven't lost Williams yet, and we are going to be able to heal her, hopefully. Suleiman does have a rocket, but it's not in range to hit anything fun, so we're just going to have to move him up. We can probably do something with his rockets later on. He does have some line of sights, but it's not amazing. Well, actually 75% is pretty good, actually. Still managing to miss though. Jesus Christ. Endo does have her sniper rifle. She hasn't moved, so she's going to get some really good shots out. 100% means that she's obviously going to get the kill on most of them. She's going to go for the ones with most health. And also going to try and kill them. So she's going to kill this one, killing him outright, and then get a double tap shot and kill a second one. I have to say Endo is just the best. Oh, she only gets 8 though. There's no point in actually her having Archangel armor, I've realised as well, because she can now just jump that high anyway. So the Archangel armor is pretty redundant and we should probably swap it out. Give it to someone else, maybe Yang. Even though I believe I've put Yang in Jean's training. So anyway, Kev is going to go around with her alloy cannon, shooting one of the operatives, only doing 8 damage. This isn't quite enough to kill him, but still a decent amount of damage nevertheless. The Shiv is going to run, or roll I guess, into the territory of the enemy. He's got quite a few shots possible. 80% on this one. He's going to fire, dealing 8 damage as well. Got an adrenaline surge on that guy, which doesn't really seem to do much. Vargas doesn't have anything to do. He can't mind fray from where he is. It's kind of pointless, and he can't move into better cover either. So that's not too good. He is, however, got the possibility of moving into like some sort of cover somewhere, but apparently he's not going to do that. Instead, Williams is going to run into the area to prevent the capture. So now we've blocked that hack. She can do some flanking on some of the people here. She can also fire her rocket, her grenade launcher, which isn't going to, well, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. It's going to kill one of them and potentially kill another. Very good, while leaving that one on 0 cover. That's pretty good. Davis can go around and take the shot. She can also go around to the car over there and could have put a side shot into the flanked guy in the hacked area, which I think is what she's going to go for. Going around, not quite a flank from where she is, but 57% is not bad. Killing that guy and protecting Williams from a potential other shot there. Vargas is going to have to go through, so he's just going to go for that one. He's going to get covered from most of the enemy. He's only flanked by one real bastard. I think it's that guy, it might be another guy, but either way, 70% chance to hit that guy, 90% chance to hit that one, so we can go for that one, killing him for a 12 critical shot. Pretty good. So there are only 2 Exalt operatives left. Williams is on low health, but she's not going to get fired at. Vargas does take a critical hit of 7 damage, and this guy over there is going to go for Williams, but luckily misses, which is great. Then more Exalt operatives come from the side here. They sort of come in, realise, oh shit, Williams is here, let's shoot at her. So she's on very low health, so we are very close to losing another operative here. The car explodes from Williams's grenade launch here, and it's our turn. So no more operatives really, but Williams is going to have to go back, and Vargas is going to try and heal her as soon as he can. So Vargas is firstly going to move into a place where he can get cover, and Williams is going to move up or move across or move down or whatever. That's going to allow the guys to hack stuff. The electro pulse isn't going to be in range to do anything, so she's just got a 48% chance to kill that guy, which she doesn't. 48% is not too high, so it's not really the end of the world. But Kebe and Davis and the Shiv are there to potentially take care of these people. The Shiv going into cover from the sniper to the left there, and also going for the automatic kill on that guy, doing 9 damage, enough to kill him outright and prevent him from doing any actions. Vargas is going to heal for 10 HP with the improved medkit, which is fantastic. So a lot of damage has just been removed from Bate Guzman but Williams. And then Kebe critically kills that dude there, allowing Davis to take a better position in cover. There is obviously still a sniper out there, so she's just going to go into a place where she's in hard cover towards him. She's then going to overwatch with her laser pistol and allow for someone else to deal with him, such as Suleiman, who's going to go around to that car. Doesn't actually get a spot on him, so just goes into overwatch. Endo doesn't have a spot on him either, so what she's going to do is move into cover on top of the roof, which gives her an invisibility, or concealed I should say, and she's going to just hunker down as she waits to see what goes on. The Exalt sniper is about to take his turn now. He's going to run forward and get hit by Davis's and Suleiman's overwatch. Suleiman misses, but Davis does not, which is good, giving 4 damage towards that guy. And then he's going to continue running forward, going to try and take a shot at. So now he's going to dash to try and hack the encoder. However, I do believe there is a Shiv in there, so he shouldn't be able to, unless the Shiv does not count. And then more Exalt operatives come from reserves off the battle map and then just sort of land willy-nilly everywhere. It looks like Endo now has her work cut out for her. She has flanked that one. She could be able, she got a 100% chance to crit. I don't even think she needed the headshot for that. I think that was just an automatic crit without the headshot being activated. So she does kill that one. She gets another double tap, so she's going to try and kill that guy. 90% chance to crit that one, killing him outright as well. Endo getting another kill. So the Shiv is going to move out here so they can flank the covered operative, firing at him, killing him with a crit, 12 damage. The Shiv doing a lot of work actually, with Vargas going to heal Williams again, because we don't want her to die, and I believe that that should allow her to prepare for a attack later on. She's going to move up and prepare her overwatch for that operative coming around here. Kebe is going to do something similar, moving into the encoding area and then going into overwatch in case anyone goes around, and then Davis is going to equally do the same, going into cover and into overwatch. So much is going to stay where he is. No, he's not. Well, he's going to move into hard cover next to not a car, which is great, and go into overwatch. Exalt turn. One of the operatives moves out and is missed by 2 people and then hit by Williams, who only does 4 damage, which is pretty awful. So he's totally fine there, and he's going to dash up, which is going to merit an overwatch shot from Suleiman, who misses as well, hitting Vargas almost. So yeah, our operative's really not doing too good with that. But he hasn't really gone into a very good position either, so it's not really the worst of things with Kebe. He's going to try and stun him, even though I've forgotten that there's no point in stunning him, and it doesn't even count as a kill, so it's kind of pointless. What we should have done is given the kill to maybe Davis. I don't even know if that counts as a kill for Kebe. If it doesn't, then that's a really big waste. But everyone is just going to go into Overwatch where they are. They're in decent enough positions, just in case more Exalt operatives come down. And according to Central, it's the final set. So everyone's going to shoot at this guy. Some people are going to miss, some people are not. Oh wow. So yeah, that's one of the things that's annoying about Overwatch. What is awesome about Overwatch in XCOM 2 is that everyone's going to fire at whoever. It's not going to be, oh, if there's not like a, I can't remember, a priority order, that's the one I'm looking for. There is a priority in XCOM 2, which is really, really nice. Which means that you won't get that very often. So anyway, Endo's going to get shot at by the sniper for 5 damage and then shoot back at the sniper, because the sniper apparently has covering fire, which is a very interesting shot. But Endo just shows that she's a better sniper, or maybe has just got a better weapon and is going to fire at that. And then she's got double tap, so she's also going to shoot at this guy, shooting him and killing him outright. The Shiv has a shot upon that guy over here, but we're going to give the kill to Kebe, or at least hopefully get the kill to Kebe, because like, well, she's nearby, she can do that kind of stuff. Killing him successfully, which is fantastic, and then leaving only one person left, which Williams is going to try and deal with a sucker punch to the face, kinetic strike, boom, and that should do it. There we go, killing 16 Exalt, not a bad result at all, and getting quite a few promotions, I'd assume. If not, that would be pretty annoying. We took quite a bit of damage on Williams though, which is not good, but our Shiv doing a hell of a lot of damage at that. We probably should consider upgrading him a bit more to even be better. Yet 2 promotions. We have Williams, who is now a sergeant. She's going to go for either vital point targeting or damage control. I can't remember which one I go for. Might be damage control. Yes, it is. Interesting. And then Kebe also leveling up to lieutenant. She's either got flush or rapid fire. I'm just going to go straight for rapid fire because I think that is the better choice. In addition to that, Davis also becomes a captain, which is fantastic. And she's going to get either opportunist, which she does, she just gets opportunist, there we go. And we get a bunch of fragments and other things, which is fantastic. Hey, successful mission done. So we do a little bit of editing behind the scenes of just loadouts and stuff, which are kind of pointless to have done. I'm not entirely sure why I did them, but we're going to head to the foundry with some money, and I'm looking at whether or not I should build the Shiv plasma, because the Shiv laser was really good, and the plasma is obviously going to be a very good upgrade to have. So we are going to do just that. We've still got enough money to make a few other things, including another heavy plasma, I think is what we're going to go for. Which cost almost all of our money, but it's a really good upgrade for that. Can also make the railgun though, which is very good and probably long overdue. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to go for here. I'm kind of waiting just as you guys. It might be another. Are we really going for another scope? We're going for 2 other scopes, everyone, which means that we're not going to be able to get the heavy plasma. It's an interesting decision. Don't know why I've picked to do that myself, but never mind. Also got a few nanofiber vests, which I'm apparently making as well. Why am I doing that? I'm not entirely sure, when I can just make other things which are just as good. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, chitin plating is so much better. I think I'm going to make 2 or 3. 3 is good. Alright, well I guess we made some chitin plating instead. We didn't go for the... no, alright, well whatever. Got some ship transfers which are happening. We also got some objectives happening. I'm just looking at the ship list so that I can transfer some stuff, including this one. This one demon with the Phoenix cannon, I think I'm going to put somewhere else. Or am I switching it to the one with the particle cannon, whatever it's called? The fusion lance. Well, either way, that's happened. I'm also maybe going to transfer this Phoenix cannon Raven to Europe. Interesting as well. Alright, fair enough. And so yeah, so we got one of our demons and one of our ravens moving out of the US. Shiv Plasma has been done. We can assign a new project now. We've got 27 to do something on. Or build something with. We can't really build that much stuff. It's very interesting just how cheap all the laser weaponry is now. I'm looking here at the blaster thing and the particle cannon. These are very expensive but very good late game weapons. And we can also build a bunch of these things. And a skeleton suit, which is pointless. So there we go. Thank you for the pointlessness, Rex. That was great. We can also build and upgrade a new MEC. We're not going to do that. We are actually running pretty low on meld. And then we get a message from the Scilabs. It looks like Basso is gifted. What a surprise. So there we go, we got 2 gifted operatives, including Basso, who has a psi ability, which is Mindfray again. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't even know if I do, how to upgrade psi operatives in their psi skills. I cannot remember how you do that. I don't know if they do it automatically, or if they do it via training. I know how it works in XCOM 2, I can't remember how it works in XCOM 1. I don't even remember if I figured it out by the point. It's been quite a while since I played this now. So yeah, we're just in for the ride, eh? So we have quite a few credits left. I say quite a few, we have 27, which is like fuck all. And we're just looking at the grey market and stuff to sell things, make things, build things. Mostly sell things. That one rocket launcher for $1, great. But yeah, we're kind of running low on money, and I really want to build either more laser weaponry or alloy cannons or things like that. So I'm selling a lot of the things I don't think I need that much of. I've got a horrendous amount of these things, and I think I'm not 100% sure how I think I'm just clicking. I don't know if I've tried shift clicking, that might be good. But I'm going to go to 600 alien alloys, and I think that's it. That's giving me 200, which isn't too bad. I might sell a few other things, such as a cyber disc. There we go, getting ourselves a nice hefty sum. So we're going to build, did I decide to go for the alloy cannon? Yes, 2 alloy cannons, interesting. What else am I going for? Buy a fucking railgun! Jeez! Why are you doing this to me? You're making me look like a doofus. I promise that I do build one at the end somewhere. So yeah, so Basso giving her. I think what I've done is that I was sick of the amount of times I've been like caught out and things. So I decided to just equip all of my troops with certain equipment that they don't actually need at the moment. I'm gonna build another laser pistol. Let's just build like a fuck ton. Just fuck it, you know what? They only cost 5. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip past all this really pointless purchasing of things that I don't actually need, including a new arc thrower, 2 new arc throwers, oh my god, what am I doing? And just skip ahead to some action for you all. So after having gotten rid of all that faff, we finally complete alien grenades, which I think just upgrades all of our grenades to alien grenades. I think I'm looking here to how to build them, but I think it's just an upgrade. So everyone just has them automatically, and then just skip past that as well and go straight to that. So there's some panic in Egypt because of Exalt being there, so we're going to have to send another covert operation. Exalt are really packing something at the moment, so we're going to have to do something about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Ghost off and try and deal with that. She's got an alien grenade, as you can see we've got limited of them because she has them automatically. I think I'm going to swap out the nanofiber vest for chitin plating. Please don't tell me I don't give her an alien grenade. Oh my god. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? Well, firstly I'm fucking that up as well and keep pressing the wrong buttons. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with my life except sending people to Egypt when they don't need to be. But yeah, so there's only a few places where we know Exalt could be. United Kingdom, China and India being, and Germany I think, being some of them. So we'll see where that is. The transferring has begun, the workshop has been built, and we get another alien terror mission, this time in Chongqing, in China. We're going to just do some, we're also going to be Vandermeer for no reason other than fuck the Shiv. So let's go. So once landing in China we move forward and straight away chrysalids, just straight away. That was so quick, and we get attacked pretty much as soon as we show up. So no time for respite or anything. Suleiman has a chrysalid right in front of his face, but he can hit it for 100%. So that's what he's going to do. Hollow targeting it and not actually. Oh no, he does kill it. I thought that said 6. I was like, damn, he doesn't even kill it, but no, it says 8. Endo's going to shoot straight up, kill that chrysalid as well, and saving that civilian from potentially getting eaten up. Vandermeer is going to go up forward and spots our first sector pod. Holy fuck! So there we go. We now have our. Basically a huge massive enemy. We've just basically walked forward, found 3 chrysalids, 2 drones and a sector pod, one of the most dangerous enemies in this game, and we don't have our heavy to deal with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to rush Kebe forward. She has lightning reflexes, so that Overwatch is not going to do any damage, but we're going to see just how fucking powerful that thing is, and it looks very powerful, but is it going to be? It's also got something like 30 HP, which is an insane amount. So Vargas is going to move up and try not to get killed. That would be great. He does get a shot on one of the drones. He's going to get a shot on it, and he misses because it's Vargas. Williams is then going to go up into a position where the sectopod cannot shoot, or just straight up where it can. Either way, and the sectopod is right there. Got a 44% chance on the 2 drones. Apparently the sectopod cannot be hit from here. Vandermeer's got a really shitty smoke grenade because he is a squaddy support, so he doesn't have all the buffs that say Vargas has or Shao does. So what's going to happen is that the sectopod is going to walk forward and get hit by several... no? What happened? Did it just move and do nothing? Oh, I thought it was about to get hit by a GG drone. About to get hit by an Overwatch, but apparently no. It's just the drone trying to kill the civilians, dealing 1 damage and then enough damage to kill it with the other drone. So the sectopod hasn't done anything yet, and it's great, and then that one dies. Because there is still a chrysalid around as well. So the sectopod apparently did nothing. It might have shot and missed and just visually glitched so that we didn't see what happened there. But it feels like we were let off pretty lightly, considering what could have happened. Now, I consider moving Endo up there, and I think I do, because she becomes concealed. But there is a chrysalid up there, and that's not cool. Williams is in a very bad position here, but what I want to do is that I want to shoot the sectopod and wound it. That's apparently not going to happen. What's first going to happen is I'm going to get rid of these drones. But I want to go up to the sectopod and punch it, because it's going to do a heck of a lot of damage to it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with Williams. Oh no, I want to electropulse it. Oh dude, I'm much more intelligent than I think I am. So the sectopod gets disabled, which is fantastic. So I mean, it's not going to do any damage. Oh, why didn't I think I was going to do that? Why did I think I was going to punch it? Probably because I'm an idiot. Williams, you're so much more intelligent than me. Silverman is then going to suppress potentially, or go into Overwatch. I think he's going to go into Overwatch. Vandermeer is going to move slightly forward, or let Vargas move up first. Vargas is going to go and try and hit the sectopod, maybe? Or just go into Overwatch. 60% chance. Oh, it's on the drone again. For some reason, you can't shoot the sectopod. It's really weird. It actually hits, though. Well done. Then Vandermeer is going to move up and go into Overwatch from where he is. There is, once again, still a chrysalid out there, so when it falls down it will get shot. And then one of the people that was killed... Oh, that's what he was doing! Damn, okay, so now we understand what the sectopod was doing. He was actually aiming for a rocket battery, which is great. So there's a zombie, and there's also a chrysalid, which is going to jump down and get hit by an Overwatch shot from Soderman and Vandermeer. Vandermeer hitting... Oh, actually both of them hitting. Alright, I thought Vandermeer would have missed with that, but apparently Vandermeer and Soderman both hit. And then the zombie is going to move up because it was hit by a chrysalid. Endo, of course, hasn't been seen or spotted yet because she is in cover. So the zombie doesn't really do much in that sense. Vandermeer did take quite a big hefty hit from that. Now Williams can punch the sectopod. Doing only 12 damage, but still quite a lot of hits. Actually only doing 6. Half damage because the sectopod has quite a bit of armor. Apparently that's a thing that happens. But of course the sectopod isn't active right now. Kebe is going to shoot at it. Missing. Because the sectopod, you know, can dodge those kinds of shots. Suleiman is going to walk by the car. We've of course seen what a car exploding can do, and yet he's going to do it anyway. 46% chance he's just going to go into Overwatch. Endo has to kill this. There's no point using headshot, you've already got 100% crit, for God's sake. Anyway, Endo killing, just obliterating that zombie, that poor woman. She does have double tap, but she can't really do anything with that. And Vandermeer is going to go inside this truck, puts him in a slightly high elevation and only 40% chance to hit. I'm not entirely sure why it's so hard to hit sectopods. I think they might have some kind of stealth field potentially. But it seems really ridiculous that they're that hard to shoot at. 71% for Vargas though, so that must be because he got a kernel or whatever. Hits only for 3 damage. The sectopod really just eating up everything. And the sectopod is no longer disabled, which means that it can shoot, and it's going to shoot straight at Williams, dealing 11 damage, which is just a huge amount. So we're going to have to really go forward to that sector pod. And he's going to fire again. He's going to fire this time at Vargas, hitting him for 10 damage with that huge beam that it has. Damn, son. So people are going to have to move up. I'm not actually sure how we should like get rid of that. I mean, kinetic strike is obviously going to do a lot of good stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is move out of the way. And he's going to get an overwatch shot. Oh my god, what is this? Gets an overwatch shot, hits for 8. Williams is not looking too good here. This sector pod just completely wrecking everyone. And she doesn't even get a kinetic strike because of it, but she does get her 3 damage if she hits shot. So there we go, so sector pod is now on 13, which should be enough to get it killed. What's going to happen is that Kebe is going to save the day. She's going to use her rapid fire, extremely close range to hit it as good as possible. 78% chance to hit. Fires once for 5 damage, fires twice for 4 damage, leaving it on 4 HP, which means Suleiman does have enough to hit and get rid of it. So he's going to move up. For some reason the grid showed there. 71% chance to hit. He fires. He misses, but it's hollow targeted. And the thing is that Williams and Kebe are really close right now, and that is not good because that thing is most likely going to explode when it dies. But Endo is going to play the objective and try and save this civilian, also going into cover from where she is. Which leaves only Vandermeer. He's going to just throw a grenade. He's like, guys, we can't do this, we need to throw a grenade. But of course, there are so many enemies, so many alloys around this sector pod now that he just has to move into a place where he can actually shoot at it. 54% chance to hit, he fires, he hits for 3, it's on 1 hit point left. Leaving only Vargas to do something now. He's going to use his pistol, 81% chance. Is Vargas going to miss as he normally does? No. He's going to kill the sector pod, and it does explode, dealing 5 damage to everyone around it. So yeah, sector pod, fucking dangerous as fuck. That was insane. It cost us our whole team to like get to it, and several people are like screaming because they're dying. Oh, it's just not going too well. Suleiman's going to turn around, shoot that chrysalid. It's like, dude, I've just killed a sector pod. You can fuck right off. Endo is not in a really not in a good position. She's going to have to dash all the way back to that position here, because you know, she's not in a good position where she is. That building doesn't really see much. So Williams on 4 HP, like really low hit points, just all the time seems to be like this. So she's going to run back because this chrysalid's coming. She's going to go into Overwatch, and Vargas is going to be there to save her. In fact, both Vanderveer and Vargas can go and heal her up, which is why we brought Vandermeer up. I don't know why we didn't bring Rogue. Wait, Vargas is Rogue. We didn't bring Angel, which is Shao. I don't know why I'm using their call signs now, but it doesn't matter. Williams is healed almost to full health. I think she's 5 off full health, which is pretty good. We are going to need to heal. Well, Vargas is probably going to heal himself. Kebe is going to run and gun so that she can go around that corner and spot the chrysalid. There it is, and get a 100% chance to hit that guy and kill him outright. And there we go. Now the aliens activity, they have another turn. And we have a breather. There are no aliens that we know of in the vicinity yet. So we have time to reload everyone, to move them into a position where they can heal themselves. And it's just a calm, relaxing time now. Because that was a lot of panic. Sector pod just absolutely wrecked everyone. So yeah, so he's going to have to... So Vargas is going to try and heal himself. But first Williams has to move out of the way, which is exactly what she's going to do, and go into Overwatch where she is. Kebe is going to reload, I believe. Vargas is firstly going to heal himself. Just, you know, boom, there we go, fully healed. Fantastic. And then Kebe is going to move up. She's either going to go into Overwatch or going to reload. Oh, she's going to save that civilian first. Going into Overwatch apparently. During the alien activity, We can hear that the aliens are coming towards that side. We don't know what alien it could be. Could be anything. Could be another sector pod for all we know. It could also be a cyber disc, which would be really annoying. Although cyber discs aren't really as dangerous as we used to, they used to be. Especially not now we've seen how fucking disgusting sector pods are. We can still hear the aliens going on there. It could just be more chrysalids, considering what the mission's been like so far. Endo's going to go towards that side of the hill, see if she can hill building so that she can see whether or not she can spot that enemy. Doesn't seem to be the case though. Vandermeer is going to dash up towards this side of the wall as we continue our trek to see if we can get rid of the rest of these aliens. We've only saved 2 civilians and 6 of them have died, which is really bad, but there are still 10 remaining, which is okay. Just not the worst, really. Vargas is going to go towards this half cover there, most likely going to spot an alien but doesn't, so that's interesting. Williams is going to dash as well, try and save this civilian here. She's on full HP. Oh no, she's not. She's nowhere near full HP. But you know, she's got enough health to take another few shots. Even if it is another sector pod. Sector pod only seems to do like 10 damage-ish, but it does get a shoot twice. I don't know if we can shoot twice at the same person though. We can see now that it is in fact a cyber disc, which is not called. It's gone into Overwatch, but it hasn't taken an action yet. Endo does have a shot on both of these, so she can do her headshots to try and kill that in one shot. Shoots it and kills it. Dead. And it hits whatever's next to it. Oh, there we go. Well, there we go. That's done. Well done, Endo, for saving everyone from potentially dying. So there we go. That was crazy. The sector pod was insanely strong. Not entirely sure if we were really prepared to see one. Like, I didn't even realize they were in this game, to be honest, until that happened. I didn't know how strong they were. But now I know, and I'm suitably scared, and I hope we never see them again. Of course, that's probably not going to happen. There's probably going to be tons of them. But that's the way it is. But I think we manage it successfully. Let's see if we've got any promotions. We do. Williams promoted to lieutenant. She's going to not go for the jet boot, but instead go for the one for all, which allows her to protect herself. However, Vandermeer didn't get anything. We also got an autopsy for sector pods, which we are going to pretty much do straight away.
This heavily armoured unit is fully mechanized, though we're still not sure if it has an organic component within.
So, having done that autopsy, that gives us a new foundry product, which is advanced construction. Not 100% sure what it does. It does something like sector pod could be repurposed to accelerate Xcom vehicles facility. I'm not entirely sure what that does, whether or not that just makes people move faster or whatever. I don't research it anyway, so spoilers. Sorry, don't research it. But there's quite a few things that I do want to get still, like the mech close combat. I want to get improved pistol too, because we really need that. Maybe the scope upgrade. Several other things I just really want to get. We've also got the hyperwave relay being built in one day, but that will be done next episode. For now, we're going to go to mission control, and we're going to see that the council has a mission for us, which we are going to do next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Never in my life had I imagined that the aliens would be able to construct a thing of such power. This sector pod nearly blew the whole team apart. I saw Williams attempt to neutralize it, first with an EMP blast, which seemingly did nothing, and then strike it with the suit's combat fist, but it glanced off like its armor, like it was nothing. Even Kebe's alloy cannon barely scratched the surface. I don't know if I want to see another one of those things anytime soon. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.